star. Learn from all my lessons, now they blessings. Felt a couple times to get the message. I wear these scars, they forever, can't forget them. Look my demons in the face just to clear them. Learn from all my lessons, now they blessings. Felt a couple times to get the message. I wear these scars, they forever, can't forget them. Look my demons in the face just to clear them. What's good, guys and goddesses? Welcome to StarGalaxiii, your spiritual plug. I am your favorite spiritual advisor, Star, here to guide you and support you on your spiritual journey. All right. If you are new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Either way, I hope you like, share, comment, and subscribe, and turn on your notification bell so you can be notified when I post new videos. All right. Y'all, the candle is lit. The incense is vibing. Its spirit is in the building, okay? Let's ring this bowl, clear the space, and plug into your favorite spiritual outlet, all right? Sorry. Usually I got my little pad, my pillow. All right, ringing that singing bowl. Let me tell you something. Ringing the singing bowl. It always resets my energy and just really gets the vibe going for me. All right, it really does. I love my singing bowl. Okay, if you do not have one, I need you to get one now. All right, now. All right, y'all, so today we're talking about meditation, all right? There are a lot of misconceptions about meditation and how it can be useful on your spiritual journey, but hopefully by the end of this video, you have a better understanding of what meditation is and how it can work for you, okay? A little bit about my meditation journey, okay? Listen. I wasn't always a peace warrior, okay? I definitely have a history of telling folks exactly where they could go, where they could stick it. I definitely let them have it. You hit me? Okay, let's be for real. Let's be for real. My fuse used to be shorter than the cotton fibers on this shirt that I'm wearing. You understand me? Do you hear me where I'm coming from? Okay. When I started my spiritual journey, I just kept reading about these beautiful benefits of meditation, some of which I'll share in this video with you today. And I thought, okay, that sounds perfect. That sounds like something I want to experience. Okay. But baby, let me tell you, from the very beginning, I struggled. I just knew meditation wasn't for me. My mind was always racing, thinking about what just happened, what's going on, what's coming next. I was a chronic thinker, okay? And when it was quiet, I was plotting, I was planning, I was thinking of a master plan. Do you understand? Everything, my mind was always somewhere else. So eventually I realized it's not about stopping your thoughts. It's more about strengthening your mind so you can manage them, okay? That shift alone changed the game for me. And hopefully, you'll get something out of this video that'll change the game for you, okay? So today, I'm not just sharing what meditation is, but how it can truly support you on your healing, your growth, and your connection with the divine, okay? No matter where you are on your spiritual journey, something, even if it's just a smidget, a speckle of information from this video can hopefully help you on your journey, okay? So let's stop there, okay? Let's get into the art of meditation and how it can help you, okay? So let's start off with the basics, okay? What is meditation? Meditation is a practice that involves training your mind to reach a state of greater awareness, focus, and calm. And no, you do not have to sit on top of a mountaintop to experience that, okay? All right, it typically looks like focusing your attention on one particular thing or thought. This could be your breath, a mantra, a sound, or even your physical body, okay? It reduces distractions, okay? Whether that's outside noise or the noise in your head, it's about gently bringing yourself back when your focus drifts, okay? Mindfulness, being aware of your thoughts and your emotions without judgment, okay? Because I know we can be our biggest judge, okay? Just letting those negative thoughts pass by like clouds instead of getting stuck in them, okay? Relaxation, mentally and physically, breathing exercises can be very beneficial, a great tool to ease the tension and bring you back into the present moment, okay? So now that we know what meditation is, let's talk about some of the benefits that meditation can provide, all right? One of my favorites is a stress reliever, okay? Meditation helps calm your mind and your body. Imagine that sense of peace that you feel after a good workout, a good massage. That's what constant or consistent meditation can bring to you, okay? Personally, I have to meditate before I leave the house, okay? It allows me to enter the world at a negative 45% stress level. What does that mean? Let me break that down, all right? Let me break it down, all right? You wake up already carrying stress over from yesterday. So you already starting off, let's say, at 10%. Then boom, you stub your toe on the bed. Now you at 15%, okay? Then boom, your edges won't lay right. And you've been swooping these same edges for the last 10 years. Boom, you at 20%, okay? Then you in traffic, somebody cut you off. Now you at 55% stress and you haven't even made it to work yet. So you see where I'm going with this? That's how a regular morning can push you to the limit, and that's when we snap, when we crash out, and we end up in situations that negatively affect our lives forever, okay? But if you had just taken a few minutes to meditate, you could have left the house at 10%, maybe 15%, and you'll have a better capacity to deal with whatever the day throws at you, okay? Meditation also improves your mood, okay? It boosts the serotonin, the dopamine, and it gives you that euphoria feeling. You got more smiles, you got more laughter, and you got more light, okay? People just love to clown the love and light folks, but many of us have unlocked emotional regulation tools. Meditation is one of them. If your stress is lower, your mood naturally improves. You're not just snapping on people for no reason. You're actually grounded, centered, and happy, okay? Meditation also increases your focus and concentration. By learning to sit with your mind, you learn to quiet the noise and you focus on the thought or feeling of your choice. Now that's power, love. That's real power. You hear me? Real power. Meditation also increases self-awareness. Now, besides stress relief, this is one of my favorite benefits, okay? When your thoughts aren't pulling you in every direction, you start seeing you more clearly, okay? You'll notice more things like, why did I react like that when she was just trying to help? Am I upset because my feelings are hurt, or am I just jealous? Why am I talking to myself like this? You catch a negative self-talk. You hear me? Do you hear me? Okay. Self-awareness lets you ask better questions and get real answers internally. Okay. It's a gateway to healing, shadow work, and deeper self-love. And we'll get into shadow work now on another video. That's like one of my kickers. Okay. Meditation also reduces anxiety and depression. Okay. I once heard this saying that says anxiety is the fear of the future and depression is the fear of the past. Meditation grounds you in the now, and it reminds you to focus on what you can control and surrender the rest to faith. Okay. Jesus taking the wheel on this one. Okay. A few more benefits, just to name a few, includes lower blood pressure, improved sleep, reduced pain, a stronger immune system, and a better cognitive function. Okay. So hopefully you got all that. Hopefully you're taking notes, okay? So we've covered what meditation is. We've touched on the benefits. Now let's talk about how to meditate, okay? Now we're getting through it, all right? First, let me bring up a couple non-traditional ways to meditate, okay? Number one of my faves is dancing. Yes. Dancing can absolutely be meditative, okay? You're not thinking about work. You're not thinking about them kids or your to-do list. You're just feeling the rhythm and you just moving in your body, okay? You ever be dancing to some music and randomly remember something important or get a bright idea? That's meditation in motion, man. In motion. You hear me? Okay. Number two, cleaning up. Yes. That Sunday morning cleanup session with your old school favorites, your broom in hand. That's meditation too. Okay. You feel lighter. You feel more peaceful. And when you're done, just like dancing, you have ideas, you have clarity, you got more things that came through during that session, okay? Plus, a plus to this, a clean space supports a clear mind. Your house is clean, your mind is clear. So, hey, you got a win-win on this one, all right? A win-win, all right? Other forms of non-traditional meditation include journaling, one of my faves, another one of my faves. Don't forget to go back and read your previous journal so you can see where you've been, where you're going, how much you've grown, how much you've evolved, and see if you've actually reached those goals that you journaled about in the past, all right? Another one is painting. I love being creative with paint, being in nature, taking long baths or walks, and also swimming. Anything where you just release your mind, you can escape, okay? It just relax your spirit and it can be a form of meditation. One of my personal favorites of non-traditional meditation is long drives, okay? I'll play music so loud and intentionally choose songs I don't know the words to. It's like I enter into this zone and my mind is clear. And when that divine download comes through, I just go ahead and mute the music and I receive what spirit has for me. That's like one of my favorites, okay? Whew, I just get everything out of my system. Sometimes I'll take my phone out and record a video if I have notes that need to be, taken or information that need to be recorded. I record it while I'm driving, push record, and come back and listen to it when I get home and write it down. Hopefully that helps you, okay? So let's go ahead and talk about traditional meditation, okay? So one of the things that you want to do when you're getting into traditional meditation is you want to find a comfortable, quiet spot, okay? You don't want to be distracted by loving hip hop or your neighbor yelling outside. And it doesn't really have to be total silence. You can try guided meditation. You can try binaural beats or sound healing. Hell, you can try complete stillness in the dark if you prefer that, okay? Now, the second thing you want to do is you want to set a timer just so it doesn't feel like you're in timeout, but not so you're checking the clock every 3 minutes either, okay? 10 minutes is a good start. You can build from there. Personally, I don't use a timer at all. I live on divine timing, so I let spirit tell me when I'm done, unless I got something to do. But I just go with it. I just enter into that space and I just stay in that space until it's time for me to come out, okay? The third thing you want to do with traditional meditation is you want to find a comfortable way to sit, okay? You don't want to be constantly shifting and moving, you know what I'm saying? Because that breaks your focus, okay? Find a position that works for you, a position that's comfortable, and get into the zone, okay? Number 4, you want to close your eyes. This helps limit your visual distractions and directs your attention inward, okay? You don't want to be looking at the light. You don't want your TV to be on mute. You don't want to be looking at that dust that you should have wiped down a week ago. You just want to focus on yourself at that moment, okay? Number 5, you want to focus on your breath. Your breath becomes your anchor. You're not fighting against the sound of the cars or your refrigerator motor. You're tuning into your own rhythm, okay? So distracted sounds is not gonna work, all right? It's not, all right? The 6th thing that you wanna do for successfully meditating is practice regularly. Meditation is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets, and the more beneficial it is for you, okay? Now let's address the number 1 reason people say that meditation doesn't work for them. That is, I can't stop my thoughts long enough to focus. I get it. I was there before. Remember, I told you about how that affected me in the past. But here's a tip. Here is a tip. Create a grounding phrase. This is a phrase you can say to help bring yourself back when your mind starts to wander. For example, in my situation where I am right now, my grounding phrase would be, I am sitting in my apartment on the living room floor with my legs crossed. So you would say this when your mind drifts, like if you suddenly remember how your boss tried you yesterday, or if you start stressing about that light bill, your grounding phrase pulls you back into the present and it gives your mind somewhat of a neutral point to focus on. Just long enough to reset that clock and reset that clear mind energy, okay? And I want to leave you with this. I definitely want to leave you with this before I go. Meditation is not easy. It's just not easy. No matter how quick this video is, or no matter how you got those 5 things, it's just not easy, okay? The average person has between 20,000 and 70,000 thoughts per day, and most of them are negative, okay? So clearing your mind enough to find peace, that's not something that happens overnight, all right, love? But like with anything new, you get better over time. With patience and practice and consistency, you'll learn how to quiet the noise and find your center, okay? So whether you're dancing in the kitchen, sitting in silence, or vibing on a long drive, meditation is a practice made for you, okay? It's not about perfection. It's not about presence. And every time you show up for yourself in this way, you're strengthening your mind, your spirit, and your connection to something deeper, okay? Remember, you deserve peace. You deserve clarity, and you have everything you need to access it, okay? Starting with your breath. Just that simple, just that small, your breath, okay? Now, if this video helped you see meditation in a new way or reminded you to turn to this practice, go ahead and like this video, drop a comment below, and subscribe if you haven't already, all right? And don't forget to turn on your notifications so you don't miss the next upload, okay? We're just getting started on your spiritual journey together, and hopefully this meditation video gets you started, okay? Now, until next time, love, stay grounded, shine bright, and keep your heart open to all that is. Let love, abundance, and protection bring you the peace that you deserve, all right? Y'all stay amazing. Y'all be blessed, and I catch y'all in the next one. Bye.
Star. Learn from all my lessons, now they blessings. Felt a couple times to get the message. I wear these scars, they forever can't forget them. Look my demons in the face just to clear them.